Hello, everyone. Welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings. In the last episode, we did some stuff. What did we do? Well, we got to day 2 of school. We learned more about the soaring club from my girl. Oh man, I'm already forgetting her name. The tall, brown, beautiful girl that likes airplanes. Her. Sorry, I got to get all these names straight in my head. I'm playing so many different visual novels with Japanese girls everywhere. I'm mixing up names right now. I do remember what's her name's Agaha, but I can't remember and Kotoko. No, shit. See, I might even have that mixed up. Damn it! I'm mixing up the names. I remember their faces. I'm forgetting their names. It's all right. I'll get it all down eventually. I know I'm Aoi. Anyways, the point is, Soaring Club. We learned about it. There's nobody in it except for this one. You know, the girl that runs it. At least that's what it looks like. She's the only one we ever see in the garage there. But Wheelchair Girl and myself, Aoi, are fascinated with the whole airplane situation now. And we have basically, I won't say we've joined the club officially, but, you know, we've already said we'll be back. And in the meantime, we're getting a little bit closer to Wheelchair Girl. Me and her are starting to get a little more friendly on friendly terms. She searched my room. That happened. And we got to meet up with the last of Aoi's old childhood friends at the end of the last episode, Anchan. We got to meet him. Apparently he can possibly make parts for this airplane that we want to work on, so hopefully that happens. And here we are at the next day of school. I don't know what didn't go well yet. I'm not 100% clear because we transitioned from day 2 to day 3. And here we are. It didn't go well today either. I don't know what didn't, but we'll find out probably as soon as I click the button. So let's stop babbling to open up this episode, and let's get it started. Oh. Today's breakfast was another failure. Okay. It was already at this, like, the on the way to school screen. I guess he's remembering on his way to school how bad breakfast went again. All the boarders showed up for breakfast, but the only one who finished her meal was Kanako-san again. I'm gonna have to try and remember these girls' names. So she's Kanako. I'm still gonna forget that. Until we've actually had, like, a long conversation where I say her name over and over again, I'm not gonna remember it. Kanako. I'm just going to remember her as the girl that wasn't fully clothed when we first met her until then. There must have been something wrong with it. All I have to do is make meals and clean. What a piece of cake! Oh, that's what I had thought when I had accepted the job as dorm mother, but my confidence was gradually fading. Dun dun dun. Oh. You! What are you doing here? I thought we weren't friends anymore. Go hang out with your girlfriend or whatever. Masatsugu or Mabo or something like that. I think that was what it was. Oh, it's you. Masatsugu joined me on the way to school. He flung some verbal abuse at me as he approached. A few things happened at the dormitory. Dealing with girls can be tough. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that make you an expert now? Yeah, I heard she's a freshman at Saizen Girls' School, right? Saizen Girls High School was famous in the neighborhood as a school for rich girls. Oh shit, he's got himself a little sugar mama? Let's go. Smart man. The uniform had a reputation for being cute, to the point that various fans were coming from far and wide just to take a look. Was that what he was? Well, I mean, if he actually got a girlfriend out of it, more power to him, man. Hell yeah, I do. He looked like he really wanted to show it, so I decided to go along with it. Whoa, seriously? She's cute. I know, right? Uh-oh, you're in a band together? Uh-oh. Doomed from the start. Mabo, you can play guitar? Oh, damn. It's amazing what a girl will make you want to learn. Or at least the prospects of having a girl will make you want to learn. Anyway, da-ra-ra-ra. He showed off some great air guitar. By the way, who the hell was Ingui? I don't know either. I was. What about it? I mean, just because there's no club don't mean I can't go ride around on a bike. Just saying. Yeah, I'm not riding anymore. Masatsugu's expression seemed like he didn't care about it too much. You damn right I did. You heard that from Anchan? Oh, I see. You damn right you wanted to go, and don't act like you didn't. That made me blush a little.
勘違いすんなよ。俺はお前がブサマに負けるところを見に行くつもりだ。
Triple lie.
別に応援なんかするつもりなかったんだから。
Quadruple lie. Yeah, I get it. Don't get so flustered.
アゲハのやつ悔しがってたぞ。お前のいいとこ見られなくて。
It'll be okay. One day, she'll get to see my best, if you know what I mean.
お前そういうの分かってんのか？
Sure. I didn't know anything. After all, I never thought that I would make it to the podium. Besides, even if I knew it was too far away to just say, come and watch me.
なのにろくに連絡もよこさないでよ。
Again, you can't be mad when you didn't try to contact me either, son. You too? Besides, wasn't I sending you New Year's cards every year?
あんなコンビニで売ってるプリント済みのやつでか。
Hey man, better a Combini one than nothing at all, bitch. You did the same thing, and your New Year's cards usually arrived at the end of January, so that means your bitch ass forgot. And then when you saw mine, you were like, shit, I gotta send one to him.
返してもらえるだけありがたいと思えこの。
お珍しい二人組
Oh,
発
and there
見
she is. I figured she'd show up eventually. Yo, Agaha.
はよー
Ohio.
すんどうしたのマーボー
Masatsugu was hiding behind me. Why is he hiding behind me?
別になんでもねえよ。あんま慣れ慣れしくすんなよ。エリちゃんが怒るから。
Don't even look at me. My girl will get jealous.
はいはいかわいいかわいい彼女ですもんね
Kawaii, kawaii. Jokingly, Agaha was walking while keeping a little distance from Masatsugu. Masatsugu walked up next to me and poked my side.
さっきの話、アゲハには内緒な。
I guess I wasn't supposed to know that she wanted to come see me really badly. What thing?
あいつがお前のレース見に行きたがってたって話。
Okay, I got it. Is that something that needed to be kept a secret?
何男同士でベタベタしてんの
Don't worry about it.
ちげえよ。誰がこんなやつと。ペペ。
You gross. Don't spit for real.
仲いいね焼けちゃうわ
Don't be jelly. Yeah, don't say weird things like that. He just spit all over me, and I kind of want to punch him in the face now. That sick freak! Alright, back to school we go. Lunchtime. Today I didn't eat my lunch early. When I was preparing my lunchbox and basking in this tiny sense of accomplishment, Habane-san had already disappeared from the classroom. Oh god. Kotori. What I call her earlier? Kotoro? Kotoko? It's Kotori. I don't know why I can't freaking get that one just straight in my brain. This is the one we've talked to the most. Kotori. Kotori, Kotori, Kotori. It's not that hard. Anyway, I went out to the corridor and saw her pacing back and forth in front of the door, as if she couldn't decide whether she should go forward or turn back. Are you waiting for me? Duh! Habane-san let out a yelp, not really befitting a beautiful girl, and tapped her chest to calm herself down.
脅かさないでくれる
Beezy, you're the one that let yourself be in that startling mood. Sorry, I only called out to you normally though. You're going, aren't you? To the garage?
ええそうよ別にあなたを待ってたわけじゃないけど
Lies. Well then, let's go! I started pushing her wheelchair.
勝手に押さないで
Beezy, please, let's go. Here, hold this. I passed my bag to her.
こら人を荷物置きみたいにするな
I like how we're just making her our friend whether she likes it or not. Even though you know she likes it. She's just resistant. Anyway,
誰もい
looks
な
like...
いみたい
She'll be here later. The garage was open, but there was no one there. Somehow I got the impression that Amane Senpai. Just gotta remember that she's the super repeater student. Amane Senpai was always there, so it was a little surprising. The air conditioning wasn't turned on, so it was quite humid. What should we do?
どうするって言われても
Habane-san subconsciously put her hand on her stomach. Shall we have our lunch here? I made your share as well, Habane-san. Those were actually leftovers from breakfast. But Habane-san didn't come to eat breakfast, so she probably didn't know what was on the menu.
それも寮母の仕事なの
Only if you're hungry. Nah, I'm just meddling. True that. Tap, tap, tap. I put 3 lunch boxes on the workbench. And I went through the trouble of making one for Amane Senpai, too. The air conditioner wasn't turned on, so if I just left it here, it would go bad very quickly. There was a refrigerator here, so I decided to put it in there. If I leave a note on the desk, she should notice it and eat the lunch. Could you turn on the electric fan? Habane-san turned on the switch of the nearby fan.
エアコンは
What about it? I can't find the remote controller. It's probably buried somewhere. We sat in the area that was getting the full force of the wind from the electric fan and opened up the lunch boxes.
何これカレー
You like curry? This morning's menu was curry. You don't like it?
普通カレーをお弁当にするかな
I don't know. I just made some food and I figured somebody might eat it. Can't you leave the complaints for after you've eaten it? Yeah. With a meek expression, Habane-san put the cold curry into her mouth. Yeah, that's
冷
right.
めてても美味しい
That's right. You love it. It would be great if we had a microwave, though. We were eating our curry in silence for a little while. 'Cause it's delicious. If you can eat in silence, that means the food is good. Anyway, today, the glider wasn't covered by the sheet. I gazed at the simple, sleek shape of its body, and I thought it was beautiful. I imagined that aircraft cutting through the air in flight. When you're riding a bicycle, your greatest enemy is the wind. Ooh. Habane-san made a puzzled face when I started talking all of a sudden, but I carried on regardless. Headwind is the worst. You have to keep stepping on the pedals while it constantly pushes you back. When I faced the wind from the electric fan set too strong, I remembered that feeling just a little. The feeling of the wind gradually draining my stamina. That's why, when we were riding bicycles, we were trying to reduce our air resistance as much as possible. Not just the riding posture or the shape of the helmet. We were cooperating with the members of the other teams and riding in groups during the race. Yeah, dude, I've seen it before. It's called Tour de France, or, you know, whatever bicycle race you want to think of. When I was riding a bike, I was thinking it would be better if the wind wouldn't blow. But this thing rides the wind to fly.
ジェットエンジンもプロペラもないのにね
True that. If we hadn't actually seen it in the air that day, we probably wouldn't be able to imagine it flying, even with the real thing right in front of us. Oh yeah, Habane-san, how do you know so much about gliders? She knew a lot about them, even though she saw the real glider for the first time back on the Windmill Hill.
別にちょっと本で読んだだけ
Uh-huh, sure. Seemed hard for her to answer, so I refrained from asking her any further. Speaking of which, there was a bookshelf here filled with many books. When I looked closely at them, they were all related to gliders or aircraft. No surprise there. I picked one up and took a look inside. It's in English. I can't read it, even though I'm totally speaking it right now. It's not like my grades in English were bad, but with the level I had from classes, reading technical books would be really tough. Apparently it was the same for Habane-san. We both suck at English, huh?
写真がいっぱい載ってるわ
Let's look at the pretty pictures! There was a book that had many photos of gliders, something like a catalog. There were so many different ones. The shape of the wings, the size, and so on. Seems there were many different types of gliders.
見てこれ
Oh? What's on this picture?
山の上を飛んで
It's
る
flying over a mountain! That doesn't look like a mountain to me. That looks like an entire city, but okay. The photograph looked so natural that I didn't realize that the glider was flying high enough to look down at the mountain. They can fly that high? We both reflexively looked at the glider standing over there. Can we go that high in there? Since its wings were removed, we couldn't really grasp its full size, but at a glance it didn't seem all that different compared to the one in the photo. Amane-senpai did say it could go above the clouds. I wonder how it would feel flying through the sky in this.
きっと最高の気分よ上昇気流に乗って飛ぶなんてまるで鳥になったみたいじゃない
Yes, it would. We stayed for a little longer even after we finished our lunch boxes. We spent the time looking at books and admiring the glider. Like a true club, we hung out at lunch in a shared, interest environment and talked about the thing we like. A club. Just saying. Anyway, when the bell rang, I felt like the fun time was over and I was a little sad. Oh?
何かしらこれ
Just as we were about to go back to the classroom, Habane-san noticed a photo frame on Amane-senpai's desk. What's this? What was weird was that there was no photo inside that frame. An empty photo frame had been placed there. It's Amane-senpai we're talking about. She probably just lost the photo. Probably. She does have a very disorganized situation going on here. What's wrong?
なんでもないわ行きましょう ここ暑くてたまんない。
It's too hot in here. I can't stand this shit no more. Alright, let's move on. Back to Skiu. The moment we stepped out of the sauna-like garage, we felt the refreshing cool air outside. Alright. And now apparently it's nighttime. Scrub, splash, scrub. Whew. I'm worn out. Cleaning the bathroom was easier said than done. I never thought it would be such a tough task. To make things worse, there was no air conditioning, so I was dripping with sweat. On the other hand, if I didn't do this every day during the summertime, mold will start growing there. It wasn't just about hygiene, it was kind of gross, too. There's no way you can take a bath when there's mold growing in there. My cell phone rang. The display showed home. Mommy. Hola.
もしもし葵、私だけど
Hey, Mom. What's up?
別にどうしてるかと思って。どう？順調？
Super smooth. Smoothly. I can't really say that. I took this job without taking it too seriously, but it turned out to be quite a chore.
そりゃそうよ。楽な仕事なんてないのよ。
Duh. Being a mother is never easy. Going to school every day and doing the work of a dorm mother is wearing me out. I realized this after only a few days. This was considerably hard work.
でも今はその方がいいんじゃない？
Better than what? Why?
嫌なこと思い出さずに済むじゃない。
I guess that's true. Once you kind of get used to doing things that seemed unpleasant at first, it just kind of becomes the norm. It becomes easier in a way. It's weird, but it's true. You know? If that's what you think, don't say that.
それともママが恋しくなった？
A mother like you? F that. Anyway, she's the kind of mother who loves teasing her son. But did she get me to do this dorm mother job because she was worried about me? I was so busy that I didn't have time to think about unnecessary stuff. I mean, that's what anybody wants. I mean, look at me, man. I'm sitting here. I have a real job. I'm reading all these novels and shit. I ain't got time for nothing else right now. Are you kidding me? I'm busy. Anyway, if I kept talking in the hallway, the other boarders could have heard me. So I went back to my room. We continued our silly parent-child conversation. My mother was a fiercely independent person and a hard-working career woman. Many things have been happening until recently. Well, they're still going on now, and we were living separately. Well, no shit. You're here and she's wherever she is. I was a bit too old to be missing my mother, though. Hearing her voice like this from time to time was enough.
学校の方はどうなの？
That's going smoothly. Agatha is there, too.
あげはちゃん綺麗になったわね。こないだ久しぶりに会ってびっくりしちゃった。
Wait, when did you see her? Me too. She's like a proper girl now.
あら、そんな風に余裕ぶっこいてられるのも今のうちよ。
What do you mean I can't just take my time? What?
あげはちゃん、これからもっともっと綺麗になるわよ。愛想もいいし、気遣いもできるし、間違いなくモテるわね。
I see. Mom wants me to get with Agatha. No surprises there. Oh, shut up. What are you talking about?
あらやだ、口が悪いわね。誰に似たのかしら。
My mom, obviously. A normal mother wouldn't tell her son to go chasing after girls.
それじゃ、頑張ってね。トラブルがあったらすぐ言いなさい。
Okay, Mom. Sure.
それから、もし仕事が大変だったら、寮生に負担してもらってもいいの
Oh,
よ。
can I? Sick.
超格安物件なんだから、そのくらいしてもらわないと。
Yeah. I'll think about it.
それじゃ、おやすみ、あおいち
Yeah,
ゃ
I'm
ん。
gonna get all these beezies to help me clean the house. That sounds like a friggin' great plan. Just gotta get them to eat breakfast first. Anyway, she called me in a way that I hate on purpose and then ended the call. The name Aoi was chosen by my father. It sounds like a girl's name, so I was often teased with it when I was little, and it seemed like she still remembers that. I put down my phone and took a look at the boarding students' roster. When it comes to boarders' jobs, cleaning their own rooms was a given. There was also cleaning the hallways and entrance, as well as the dining hall. On the other hand, my jobs were to prepare breakfast and dinner, clean up afterwards, clean the bathroom and garden, and other miscellaneous chores. It's actually pretty tough. Maybe I'll try asking for some help. Even if I could just get them to clean the bathroom, that would be a real lifesaver. Huh? Yuka-san? What? It's the first time we've actually seen her like this. Every time we've seen the girls in here, besides whatever the half-naked BZ, they've been in the little background square rectangle things. But anyway, this is the tall older girl, right? Yuka. Anyway, what's up? Yuka-san, a tall fourth year and the eldest boarder, was in the dining room. She got surprised when I suddenly called out to her.
何かしら、水瀬くん。
What do you mean, what is it? You're in my kitchen! Can I ask you a question? I spread out the roster, and I was just looking at it on the table where Yuka-san was sitting. Yuka-san, who was used to seeing this, looked at it with curiosity. Habane-san's name isn't on the job roster. Starting with Kanako-san and Yuka-san, there were 4 names, but Habane-san's wasn't there.
だってあの子
Does she own the place or something? Yuka-san glanced at the dining room door while she was speaking.
足が不自由だから。
Okay. I mean, why is that taboo? Her legs are disabled. It's just a true statement. Also, did you know your eyeballs are covering your hair? That's weird, right? That your hair is tucked behind your eyeball? Just saying. Just wanted to point that out and make sure you knew that. Anyway, as I thought, that's the reason. Thank you very much.
いえ
It's alright, I'm gonna put her ass to work. Somebody was overly considerate for her. She can do stuff. If you leave her out, then she feels left out. Make her do something. Make her clean the bathroom. Anyway. Alright. I guess that's the next. That was day. I lost track how many days already. That was like day 3 only, right? Anyway. The scorching sun was shining. Since I was on the roof with nothing to block the sunlight, the heat was almost burning me. Today is hot as hell. I grumbled as I wiped the sweat from my forehead. It was already 7 o'clock. It was just before midsummer. That's why the sun was shining stronger and stronger. Today was Saturday, so there's no school. Okay, so it's already the weekend. That's good. Now was my chance to get some of the dorm mother work done. I climbed up on the roof and was fixing leaks this morning. This building is in pretty bad condition. I heard that the owner, who collapsed a few days ago, was also the caretaker here, and that she was an elderly woman. Since it was a girls' dormitory with no guys around, there were quite a few places that had been left damaged. This place was so old that I couldn't help wondering if they weren't originally aiming to register it as a cultural heritage. The owner, who was a widow, opened the manor house as a student dormitory before I was born, which means that when we were calling this place the Witch's Mansion, students from Kifu Academy were already living here. Since then, the owner had been taking care of the boarding students like they were her own children or grandchildren. However, since the redevelopment plans were brought forward, land prices in Kazagara have been rising. The owner's sons were hoping to let go of this place, which was one of the reasons why I was brought on to take on the dorm mother's job in such a hurry. There's nothing I could do by meddling in such adult matters, so I just focused on the work I had to do. Okay. Alright, that should do it. I finished the roof repairs and climbed down the ladder. Now, next is... oh god, the duck. Get out of here, duck. Pat, who had been pecking the soil, approached my feet when I climbed down. It's a digression, but because ducks eat weeds and bugs, it seems he can deal with the garden maintenance if I just leave him there. However, he will also peck at flowers and such, so the person responsible for gardening needs to watch out for that. What's up, Hat? Where's your buddy? I had no idea what he was saying, but he definitely looked bored. Sorry, but I've got work to do. When I get back, I'll give you a bath. Ooh? Seriously? No lie? You better keep your promise. The door to Habane-san's room was closed. I couldn't hear any sounds from inside. There were no signs that she was awake. Still asleep, huh? That's sleepyhead. Hey, Habane-san! Wake up, Byuchi! Hey, Byuchi-san! Oh!
うっさいわね。何事よ。
Good lord. I'm going shopping. Do you want to come with me?
は？そんな理由でアミを妨げたの？
You weren't sleeping. You're already in your chair. Her expression was telling me that if this was America and she sued me, she would have won. Wait, what? What an expression. You're oversleeping. It's a nice sunny day, so let's go outside.
なんで私があなたの買い物に？
I mean, it's not just my shopping, it's our shopping for everyone. It's shopping for the dormitory. You eat too, don't you? Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah,
用意するからちょっとだけ
that's
待
right,
ってて。
Bize. I'm gonna put you on duty. You're going shopping. You're gonna be my friggin' shopping cart. You know what I mean? Oh, God.
げ、
Yeah. When she saw Agatha waving her hand, Habane-san made an annoyed face. Hi, Agatha.
おっさ、
Oh
おい。
God, is this your weekend get up?
おはよ
Not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, hello.
う。おはよう。
Ohio!
ち
Wait
ょ
a
っと、
second.
なんであの子がいるのよ。寮の買い出しって言ったじゃない。
We are. It's fine. There's something I need help with. I had planned to meet up with Agatha from the beginning. Oh, tricked her. That's because I wanted her as a special advisor for today's task. Right, let's go.
行こう行こ
Okay.
う。
What are we doing? We tricked Wheelchair Girl to get out of the house, but now what? What are we doing? The mall. We arrived at the underground part of the shopping mall. There were many small shops in the in the shopping arcade, and there were was also a large supermarket. Man, I can't read. There's no excuse today. I'm just not able to read yet. It's a little early in the day, so you have to forgive me how I sound maybe a little extra monotone, a little lazy sounding. It's just a lot of reading, and we got to do it at any time, waking hour of the day when I have the energy to get going. So here we go. Anyway, I was pushing Habane-san's wheelchair while we were going around the grocery store with Agatha. What do we need?
まず鶏もも肉でしょ。それからパプリカ、ピーマン、
Are we making
玉
some
ね
sweet,
ぎ。
sweet enchiladas, or what? Habane-san looked like she still didn't like the fact that Agatha was with us. She was glaring at me as if she was trying to put a curse on me. I got Agatha to come help us with the menu for tonight's dinner. Seems that the meals I was making didn't appeal to the girls.
で、なんで私が一緒に来なきゃいけないわけ？
Because you're a girl and you live there too? Because you can carry the bags? Got him! Habane-san was carrying the green supermarket basket carefully. I knew it! She's our shopping cart. What did I say? Agatha and I kept tossing more and more foodstuffs into it.
パプリカパウダー、ホールトマト、生ハム、それから。
Flip, flip.
掘り込むな。
I'll get some mineral water.
ねえねえ、ポテチ買っていい？
No! Oh, Pakamurimon chips. Pakarimon chips? I don't even know what that is. I remember these.
ケチ、後でお金払うから一緒に入れといて。
Whip. Let's say death potato? Warning! She got some death potato chips. Okay. Anyway, also, we'll be out of here. We'll be out of rice. We'll soon be out of rice. Let's buy some while we're here. Oh god. Bam! With food for all the boarders, the basket that Habane-san was carrying got filled in the blink of an eye.
人をカートみたいにするな。
I knew that's what we were doing to her. While complaining, Habane-san was very careful not to let the contents of the basket fall out. It's because she's enjoying being helpful and useful, she just doesn't want to admit it. Don't drop anything now.
ちくしょう。ハバネさんは欲しいものない？アイス。
She wants some of that ice cream, though. Today's shopping was covered with the budget of the dormitory, so we couldn't really buy unnecessary things. Although she was helping out. You can get Berry Berry Kun.
もっと高級なのがいい。労働と報酬が釣り合わないわ。
Your work. BZ, you're a shopping cart. Just saying. If you insist. I decided to treat her to strawberry Haagen-Dazs with my own money. Okay, so I didn't notice this when I went back through the story and clicked through it when I got back through this retranslated version, but they did fix the name Haagen-Dazs, so it actually is how it's usually spelled. Even though Haagen-Dazs would have just been a fun knockoff name to not be copyrighted or whatever. It's just funny that they call it Haagen-Dazs, like it's just ice cream, but no, it's Haagen-Dazs. Is this one okay? What are we
そうだね。
What are we getting? We finished up at the cash register. The food cost us about 50% more than usual, but tonight is a special occasion. Ah, damn, I forgot to buy ground meat.
うん？そんなの使わないよ。
What do you mean we don't need it? It's for tomorrow. Going shopping over and over again is a pain, you know? I left them behind and went back to the store. I looked for the meat in the ground meat section. If possible, I'd like one with a discount sticker, as I thought there aren't any at this hour. The boarders' food expenses are paid on a monthly basis. The dormitory is run as kind of a hobby by the landlord, so it's just a rough estimate, but there is an upper limit established as part of the rent agreement. As cheap as possible, as tasty as possible. That was the Creed dormitory's meals. The dormitory's meals followed. I looked at the packs of beef that were lined up on the next shelf. 2,980 yen for 100 grams. This supermarket is popular among wealthy women, so it sometimes offers very expensive premium ingredients. I was like, Ingrid, what the hell? Oh. It'd be nice to get this kind of meat for everyone once in a while. I remember to myself.
これでいいのかな
Who are you? You're new. You're a little girl? Okay. Hi. Flip. The girl reached out and tossed the luxury marbled blah 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 meat into her basket.
これじゃ足りないかな
She took my meat, dog. The girl who took the pack looked a little troubled, but continued tossing more and more of the luxury marbled meat into the basket. Oh, it's a little rich girl. Great. In the end, she took everything that was on the shelf.
これでよし
Aw, bitch, took all the meat. Are you going to use luxury marbled beef in a curry? And thinly sliced at that?
What?
Oh? I only wanted to say that to myself, but I was so shaken that I ended up saying it out loud.
と
I mean, if you're making curry, they have meat for curry over there, see?
そんな大きいのカレー食べるときに見ないですよ
Well, when you stew the meat this size, it becomes more tender and much smaller. If you use that kind of thin meat, all the fat will melt away, and there won't be any trace of it left.
What?
Somebody doesn't know how to make good curry. In her basket was about 1 kilogram of marbled meat. That was meant to be used in sukiyaki. Is she going to stew all of that in curry? What a waste of good meat.
と
As I stared into the basket, she looked at me like she didn't quite get what I was saying.
ごめんなさい
She said, and she seemed embarrassed as she moved over to the fresh fish section. Did I scare her off?
シーフードカレーっていうのもあるんだしお魚も買った方がいいかな
What is she doing? She just in a curry competition or something? While saying this, she threw sea bream with a head and a tail, still on it, into the basket. I watched her from a distance as I took a pack of cheap pork and ground beef meat into my hand. Okay. Little rich girl buying all the good stuff. Uh-oh, and she's over here eating chips. Foo-foo, it's delicious.
ハバネさんストロベリー派なんだ私はクッキー&クリームかな
Okay, so she's eating her ice cream. Got it.
へえそう
Cookies and cream is my favorite too. Ageha knows the key to my heart, that's for sure.
おいしいもちろんよねえいやよまだ何も言ってないんだけど
Don't ask questions. I'm busy eating ice cream over here.
一口だけでいいからいやよスプーン一つしかないんだから
So?
いいじゃん女同士なんだから
Didn't you know girl germs are different from boy germs? Duh.
やだよケチンボ
Skinflint? What is that? Is that an insult? What the hell?
わかったわよ一口だ
What
け
the
よ
hell is skinflint? Is that a saying that I don't know?
はーいハバネさんありがとう私の
Not my Haagen-Dazs.
おち
What are you doing?
いえ
When I had finished paying and came back, Abane-san was feeding Aga her ice cream. I felt like I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to see.
これは違うのよこの子がどうしても食べたいって言うから一口だけ食べさせてあげただけ
I wasn't feeding her romantically, okay? Just once, okay? I see. Well, it's nice that the two of you are getting along.
違う
No, I hate her, I swear.
ストロベリーもいいな
Oh, see?
ねえねえもう一口
You let her have a taste and she wants the whole bowl. Damn it.
もう終わりだって私の分がなくな
It's
るもん
my Haagen-Dazs. She said while blushing and continued to eat her Haagen-Dazs restlessly. Okay, let's go. Here, take this bag. Bam! Ah!
重いんだけど
What did you expect from my meat? Meat is heavy. What can I say?
私も手伝うよアイスのお礼
I pushed Abane-san's wheelchair and we left the shopping mall. Hey. Oh,
これどうやって切るの
what are we cutting? Oh. Give me that. I'll show you how it's done. She obediently passed me the knife, though she looked slightly irritated. I cut the vegetables in a way that she could see easily. Choppy choppy. Like this.
こっちのピーマンは
Probably be best if to cut it vertically into a few parts.
わかったやってみる
came back to the dormitory and began cooking in the dining hall. I got Habane-san, who couldn't reach the stove, to cut the vegetables. I was cooking while Agaha was helping and telling me how to do it. Hey, this is pretty easy.
でしょ。野菜切って鶏もも肉と一緒に煮込むだけだもんね。
Cut the veggies, stew them with chicken thighs. What are we making? Said Agaha, who had brought the recipe. Basque-style chicken stew. Oh, okay. Chicken stew's good. I couldn't guess what kind of food it would be from the name alone, but it was really easy to make. It's chicken stew. It's just chicken and some flavor sauce with whatever you want to put in there. Veggies is the most likely thing. First, you grill the chicken thighs, then fry them with the sliced vegetables. After that, add a canned tomato and broth and leave it in the stew. It was a slice, I don't know where the word slice came from. It was a dish that didn't need to be prepared too precisely. That was the main course. Then we prepared a salad and a soup. Alright.
わわ
Oh, look, it's the duck. Even as Hat walked around her feet and quacked, Habane-san was quietly immersed in her work as if she hadn't noticed him. What amazing concentration.
案外熱中するタイプだね。
I'm not surprised. She just likes to play. She likes to be hard-headed, but she clearly would like to be included more often. I mean, that's generally the plight of handicapped people. Just people try to exclude them because you don't think they can do things. But if you try to include them and see if they can help, all the better. Despite complaining at first, once she started, she got very serious.
均等に切るのは至難の技ね。
Well, those don't have to be that even. Differences in thickness give the food some variety and texture.
不均等に切るのね。わかったわ。
You don't have to do it on purpose. Just, cut them how you cut them and they end up how they end up. You know what I'm saying? She said and focused on intentionally cutting the vegetables unevenly. Just like before, her expression was the very image of seriousness. Agaha, what do you think of the soup flavor?
ちょっと薄いかな。
A little too mild? We'll add salt and pepper. And so the preparations for dinner proceeded smoothly. Until all them girls come down to eat. Boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom.
わあ、美味しそう。
You're damn right it does, Kaneko. Also, do you ever wear anything else? I'm not complaining about this outfit. I'm just saying. Like, doesn't it, like, do you wash it every day? Or, you know what? Never mind. The boarders who came into the dining hall one after another were surprised at how different the food was compared to usual. The meal times for the boarders weren't set in stone. Although I usually make meals on a consistent schedule, the time when everybody comes to eat isn't particularly fixed. It was fine to be late or not eat at all. That's why we often eat at different times. This was the first time since I came here that we've all gathered together like this. Nice, you got the whole team on down for dinner. It was only today that I told them in advance to come at a specific time. Okay, I see. Okay, everyone, please take a seat. You too, Agaha.
お邪魔します。なんかすごいね、今日のご飯。
Damn right it does, Sanai. It's gonna be a while before I get all these girls' names, but yeah, okay. Sanai. Like, I remember their
もう
faces.
食べていい？お腹ペコペコなんだけど。
Alright, Kaneko, we get it. Go ahead, enjoy your meal. The boarders looked at each other and cautiously tasted the food. Oh?
美味しい。本当だ。
Damn right it
美味
is.
しい。
I heard the word delicious coming from all the boarders. Let me see. It's true. It really is tasty. Basque-style chicken stew. I made it myself, but I couldn't quite imagine how it would taste. Unlike the Japanese or Chinese food I usually make, it almost didn't include the seasonings I was familiar with. The meat stewed in the tomato soup was tender and was surprisingly refreshing. More importantly, the flavor of the meat had really been drawn out, so I had no complaints at all about the taste. It's the kind of thing that you eat on a hot summer's day when you don't have much of an appetite.
こりゃいけるわ。
Oh yeah.
サラダもどうぞ食べてくだ
Yeah,
さい
have
ね。
some salad. You can't just eat all the chicken, okay? Salad served in a big bowl was divided between everyone. There were cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, and avocado. They were dressed with mozzarella. Oh yeah. Even though it was just a normal salad, the reactions continued to be,
このサラダも美味し
oh,
いね。
Ryuko. Hello. Almost
な
forgot
ん
about
か
you.
されてるし。
I knew there was another girl, but I kind of forgot her name or what. I remember she was like the shy one or whatever. Ryuko-san, a second year like me, and Sanai-san, the third year with the trademark glasses, both seemed to really like it.
ふん アゲハちゃんプロデュースだよ。
Alright, well, I need you to come back every day and make the same thing, okay? Everyone's expressions showed a sudden understanding. The truth is, today's meal was made with the help of Himage-san's, Himegi-san's advice? I don't know how to
そ
pronounce
れでアゲハが来てたんだ。
it. Yup.
自分が食べたい料理を作ってもらっただけなんだけどね。
By the way, it seems that Agaha and Ryuko-san were already friends. You see, it seems the food I was making didn't really go down too well with everyone. Apart from Kaneko-san, all the boarders instantly looked away awkwardly. It's fine. I didn't know. There's a bunch of BZs who are picky. It's not that it didn't
美味
taste...
しくないわけじゃないのよ。
そうそう。でも量が多いっていう
Yeah,
か。
see. All you gotta do is be honest. If you're just gonna be shy and run away, how am I supposed to know that you don't like it?
うん。
If there's something on your minds, please tell me everything, okay? I'm your mother, okay? You're supposed to be able to come talk to me about anything, okay? It was a little scary, but I thought I'd try to talk with them about it.
なんていうか、一色なのよ。
Oh. They don't like boring one-colored dishes. Got you.
あ、わかる。すっごいわかります、ゆかさん。
けど今日の料理はカラフル。
Uh-huh. Okay. That's right. Red, green, yellow, white. There were various colors and it looked vivid. The food I usually made was ginger pork, which is brown, fried rice, which is brown, curry, which is yellow, yakisoba, which is brown, Neapolitan pasta, which is red, and so on. Basically, they were all monotone compositions.
葵くんの料理も豪快で嫌いじゃないけどね。
She said, but I liked it! I miss it already!
美味しくないわけじゃないのよ。でもほら最近暑くて食欲もそんなにないし。
Got it. If it's hot, you don't want to eat a lot. Got it.
途中で飽きちゃう。
Got it. Everyone was really kind. They really cared about my feelings. But that made me all more than worried. For a guy like me who used to go to sports-focused boys' school and live together with his dad in an all-male household, that was always good enough. I never even thought about the color of the food. Apparently, when it comes to meals in the girls' dormitory, those kinds of details are also important.
でもこれ本当に美味しいよ。
Alright,
おか
cool.
わりしたいくらい。
Seconds? Okay. Everyone seemed satisfied. It felt like this was the moment when they've opened up to me the most so far. If I'm gonna say it, now's my chance. Can I say something? I'm gonna put y'all asses to work. Is that what's about to happen right now? I stood up and got everyone's attention. Please listen as you eat. This is about the boarders' chores. Nice. Would it be alright to increase them a little? I'm a student too, so it's pretty tough for me. For example, if I could just get you guys to clean the bathroom, that would be a really big help. Everyone looked at each other as if they were trying to figure out what the others were thinking. Obviously, no one was going to be happy about increasing their chores. But,
わかった。
got it? When the oldest Yuka-san responded like that, others nodded in
水
agreement.
瀬くんが大変なの見ていてわかってるから。
Wow. They're so considerate. It's like they're girls or something.
実はちょっと気になってました。
Oh, wow.
屋根の雨漏りも直してくれたしね。
There you go. See? Start doing some work and they see and they appreciate. They see it. In return, I will try harder than ever to make good food for
こん
you.
な美味しいご飯毎日食べられるん
I mean, we could, if I make it.
だ。いいなあ、涼子。私もここに住もうかな。それだけでいいの？
There's one more thing. One more thing. This was the main issue. I think that we should get Habane-san to do something too. Huh? She's like, what? Me? I'm here? I didn't even realize I was even at this table. Habane-san was sitting at the furthest end of the table, separated from everyone, and looked uncomfortable while she was eating. She jumped in surprise when I called her name. Everyone looked
で
at her.
もハバネさんは
She has a walking disability, but she can use her hands normally. There are things that she could do.
今日の料理だって手伝ってくれたんだよね。
Oh, I see. See, they want to make it. That was the point, right? Make her look like, say that she helped us out today to give everybody an idea that she's not completely useless. Makes sense.
あなたたちが無理やり付き合わせただけよ。
Regardless if we forced you, you were able to. That was the point. This had a huge impact on the boarders, who until just now had been eating food and saying how delicious it was. They looked at her in admiration, which embarrassed her. Thanks to Habane-san's help, the dinner preparations went smoothly. If she keeps helping, we might be able to prepare more dishes. It's not like that I disliked cooking, but preparing food for so many people was quite exhausting physically. If that's okay with you, could you help me with meal preparations?
別にいいけど、そのくらいなら。
Haha, see? She's down. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I said, and Kotori looked away as she nodded quietly. It's a little different from the other chores, but in order to be fair, I want Habane-san to help out where she can from now on. Everyone still had their reservations about the idea, and they exchanged glances in silence. I mean, again, they're just trying to be considerate about the fact that she can't walk, but again, I think she just wants to be included. It's pretty straightforward in my mind right now. She just wants to be included in things. Just because she's in a wheelchair, she keeps getting excluded because everybody's concerned that she can't do things. It's a tale as old as handicapped time. I knew that Habane-san and the other boarders have had quite a distant relationship until now. However, there was one person who couldn't read the situation. Or maybe she actually understood it better than the others? Yeah, see, there you go. Kaneko-san raised her hand and the others soon followed.
それができるんならすごくいいと思うわ。
There you go. See, everyone's on board with this.
私もそう思います、ゆかさん。私、前からちょっと変だなって思
I always thought it was strange. I was jelly. I didn't want chores either. Starting tomorrow, I'll be counting on
こ
you.
ちらこそよろしく、りょうぼさん。
小鳥ちゃんもよろしくね。
Ooh. Habane-san was sullen until the end. Since she kept herself from using any verbal abuse she's so good at, it seems that she tentatively gave her consent. Alright. Yeah, if she didn't object, so, you know, if you don't object, you're in. Thanks for today, Agatha. You really helped me out.
いいって。葵が困ってるとき、私が助ける。普通な
I
ことで
guess
しょ
so. Same goes for you, too.
ぐっぐっ
Oh god, the duck. He still wants his bath. Hat came waddling from down the corridor.
おお、アヒルさん、どうしたの？見送りに来てくれたの？わが。
Quack quack. Hat flapped his wings facing Agatha. Maybe he's saying thanks for helping Habane-san. This guy cares about his roommate.
じゃあ、部屋に戻ったら伝えて。今日は楽しかったねって。
Sure thing.
あ
Quack quack. Hat responded as if he completely understood what Agatha had said and waddled off.
ー、かわいい。
Kawaii! Well then, take care on your way back.
またね。
Bye bye. Alright, Saturday was a success! Yay, we did it. Quack quack.
ハット、どこ行ってたの？はい、おやつのきゅうり。
Gumba.
か
ねえ、聞いてハット。今日ね、私ご飯作るの手伝ったのよ。鶏肉のなんとか煮込みって言うんだけど、みんな美味しいって言ってた。私も食べたけど、本当に美味しかったの。
I mean, see, she just wanted to be included, and she got to be like part of the star of the show, and it was delicious, and everyone agreed.
すごいでしょ。
Sure, great.
もうすぐ今日が終わっちゃう。楽しかったな。
See, she had a good day. Today was a good day. All right, moving on to the next day. Just take it one day at a time. Ha ha ha. I pushed down on the heavy pedals and the gears creaked. Sometimes I was worried about the chain, which was stretched to its limit, would snap and fly off. However, there was no time to think about that during the hill climb. Ha, damn, I'll quit it, this torturous sport. I wasn't proud of this, but I decided not to put myself through any pointless hardships. I didn't enjoy putting in a lot of effort. I was doing my best only because there was something fun afterwards. At that time, I was getting closer and closer to it. Finally, the top! What are we doing? As I climbed to the top of the slope, the view instantly widened. Below me was the town, spreading far into the distance in the steep downhill road. Finally, it was time for my reward. I lowered my posture, kicked down on the pedals, and accelerated in the blink of an eye. I faced the headwind that would have been so problematic on flat ground and cut through it like a bullet. During a downhill ride, I could reach almost 80 kilometers per hour. Holy shit, that's fast. With that speed, I could overtake a car driving through the city. If I fell off my bike now, I'd have been seriously injured. No joke, I could even die. After all, we were almost completely exposed while we were racing. The road was winding, and on top of that, it wasn't perfectly even. At high speeds, when I was entrusting my body to the inertia, the wheels were bouncing on the uneven surface of the road. However, I didn't really feel any fear. I felt an overwhelming exhilaration. Nevertheless, I didn't lose focus. I wasn't dismissing the possibility of some unforeseen occurrences. Even so. Boom! Motherfucker! That's a red-ass screen. When I opened my eyes, I thought I was on that hospital bed. I certainly wasn't familiar with the ceiling, but I soon realized that it wasn't a hospital. It's my room, huh? It still didn't really feel like my room, though. Still laying down on the bed, I absentmindedly tried to recall my dream. I forgot most of what occurred from the shock of waking up, but I still had the general idea what kind of dream it was. Bike crash. I pulled the alarm clock to myself. 11:42 a.m.? It's noon already? Even though it was Sunday, I slept too long. I didn't need to prepare breakfast on Sundays. As for things like fixing leaks and other jobs, that could be done quickly. I did most of them yesterday. As a Sunday with nothing to do. Lazy Sunday. Wake up in the late afternoon. Got out of bed, looked down at my knee. The scar from surgery was clearly visible there. It's been a while since I've last dreamed about that time. I was so busy and distracted by the new place in the last few days that I didn't have time for unnecessary thoughts. But it seems that when things calmed down a little, the memories came flooding back. Because of that, I was strangely sluggish and didn't feel like getting out of bed. Someone knocked on the door. Yep, I am here. It was Sane-san, the third-year boarder. She was quite a cheerful person, but she was quite reserved towards me. Despite that, now... Something happening? I'm awake! I answered, then got out of bed and approached the door. What is it? Oh, is it Anchan, or is it the other girl? I found it strange for Sane-san to get so excited. I quickly got it changed and left the room. When I walked into the entry hall...
Yo, Aoi.
It is Anchan! I called it. Anyway, what up? Anchan! So Anchan's the visitor. The boarders poked their heads out from behind the wall of the hallway and looked at Anchan from a distance. Yeah, it's just another dude that they're all shy about. It's always the dudes. Gotta be peeking around corners like little girls do. It was just like Anchan to be completely unfazed by this weird spectacle. Eat this with everyone? What? Anchan said as he passed me a welcoming present. What's this? Shingen mochi? Mochi? Cool, some mochi. Nice. Ah, it's the usual thing? Anchan had always been popular with women, especially with much older ladies. Oh, he's got the cougars on him, huh? Alright. He was often getting various gifts and refreshments from all those elderly women. Oh god, he really does have some cougars. Nice. If he just walked around the whole town one day, he could be a millionaire. Well, there would be no shortage of things to eat at least. I took Anchan's present and passed it to Yuka-san and the others, who were half hidden behind the wall of the hallway. Here, he said we should eat this together. He's my BFF forever. He's my childhood friend, Anchan. He's hot. The others all went, as well. Anchan, come on in. I'll pour you a cup of tea or something. So? Yeah, you're right. Because I'm staying here, I don't really think about it that often. Well then. Oh, he feels inappropriate sitting down to have tea when there's a bunch of girls around at their home or whatever. I guess that's fair enough. I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. my finger kind of slipped on the mouse and it slid up the cursor. It's pretty sweet. Just saying. It's nice and relaxing. Come on. Yeah, I guess not. This area underwent a complete redevelopment. It felt like a new town. There were numerous brand new buildings and the roads were neatly paved. There wasn't a trace of Kazugaro that I once knew. But I remember the street. After all, I used to come here almost every day. It leads to the Kazami shopping district. It's the place where me, Agaha, and the others were born and raised. A small shopping district was here. My family ran a small real estate agency there. Agaha's family had a sporting goods store. Masatsugi's had a ramen restaurant. Then there was Anchan's place, a small workshop near the shopping street. My childhood friends and I were all kids of the Kazami shopping district, so we all played together. However, the shopping street disappeared due to reconstruction.
ウィンディにはもう行ったのか？
Windy? I've been to the underground shopping center a few times. I went there to buy groceries. That was where I went yesterday with Agaha and Habane-san.
まだ上の方は見てないのか？
I guess not. Nope. I was busy, so I hadn't been there.
せっかくだ。飯のついでに見ていくといい。
We can do that. Whoa. Oh.
なかなかすごいだろ。
Pretty amazing, huh? Yep. Windy Kazegara. It was a large shopping mall built on the site of the small Kazami shopping district where we grew up. I've been to the underground level before, but I've always entered using the back entrance, which is the nearest to the dormitory, so I didn't know what it was like above. Even though I imagined a big building. I can't believe that the Kazami shopping district used to be here.
国内でも有数の商業施設だそうだ。今や風車の丘と並んで風ヶ浦の新名所だぞ。
That's kind of neat. Didn't feel at all like when I had come back to my hometown. On the contrary, felt like I was lost in some unknown country. What happened to everyone from the shopping street?
希望した人はこの中に店を構えてる。よそに行った人たちもいたけど、みんな元気にやってるよ。
That's good. Agaha said that she had moved.
アゲハンチなら。
あ、あんちゃん。
Oh, there she is.
お、いたいた。
There she is. Agaha somehow appeared with perfect timing.
きっと二人で遊んでるんだ。私も声かけてよね。
Bize, we literally just got here where you are, so that works out perfectly.
だってお前、店の手伝いがあるんだろ？
今終わったとこ。
Okay. Agaha replied she was standing in front of Himegi Sports. That's what it said on the sign. Oh yeah, you told me that you moved and your shop is in Windy now. Himegi Sports, the sports goods store managed by Agaha's father. As far as I remembered, it was a small town sports goods store, but now it seemed more like a trendy sports store aimed at younger people. They probably considered the different kind of customers they'd get in the shopping mall, but it's so different from how it was when I was a kid that I was a little taken aback. Or taken aback a little, whatever.
へへん。立派になったでしょ。
You think so? I didn't know your dad had an eye for what young people like. I said while slightly dazed.
あ、そうだ。おーい、ホタル。
Otaru! Oh. When she called out, a girl slightly smaller than Agaha came out of the store. She looks kind of like her, so it must be her little sister or something.
なに、あーちゃん。あんちゃんと葵が来てるよ。
Ooh. Otaru instantly opened her eyes wide and looked up at me. Apparently she couldn't believe that this big guy standing here was really me. In that case, I should prove it myself. Long time no see, Hitaru. I rubbed Hitaru's head in the same way that Anchan did to me. I brushed her hair without reservation, shaking her head in the process. She was Agaha's younger sister. She was only 1 year younger, so we used to play together a lot as kids. Her personality was the complete opposite of her sister, shy and quiet. You've gotten bigger too. Rub rub.
こーら、うちの妹をいじめるんじゃない。
I'm not bullying her, am I, Hitaru?
ほっぺつねらないで。
I let go of her, but her head kept swaying for a while.
たくも5年ぶりのくせにいきなりすぎるっての。
Are you alright there, buddy?
平気。
Just a little dizzy. She good. She good. She fine.
本当に鬼だ。
That's me. Oh god, every girl blushes. Every time. I'm back, Hitaru. Do you want me to rub your head again? When I move my hands toward her. Ah! Hitaru jumped back and hid behind Agaha.
いじめるな。
Blam! She punched me in the ribs. I just wanted to cherish Hitaru a little. However, when it concerned Hitaru, Agaha could be rather overprotective. I was planning to come and see Hitaru soon anyway.
そっか。同じ学校なんだから顔見せに連れてけばよかったかな。
Well, yeah, if we all go to the same school, how come you didn't go, like, stop by at lunch or something and say hi? What the fuck? Hitaru goes there too? That was a surprise. I was convinced that Hataru would definitely go to a regular school.
みんなあんちゃんの影響を受けまくりだから
Anchan
ね
is special.
俺はやめとけって言ったんだがな。
Anchan graduated from Kifu Academy. Because it was the school that Anchan went to, Agaha and the others all took the entrance exams. It was the obvious choice. Although I knew this particular school when I returned, I did consider some alternatives before my admission. But in the end, I was swayed by Anchan's influence as well.
ところで二人で何してたの？
Duh. Mandate, hello.
当たり。
Bingo. Oh? Hey, Anchan.
似たようなもんだろ。葵に昼飯おごってやろうと思ってな。お前らも来るか？
They're gonna join if you're paying, bro. In.
行く。
となると、あいつも呼んでやらないと後で拗ねるな。
Uh-oh. Gotta bring that guy. You know which guy.
ああダメダメ。麻婆なら今日は忙しいって。
Come on.
なんだ、用事があるのか？
正真正銘のデート。昨日すっごい自慢された。
Okay.
でも可愛いんだよ、マー君の彼女。
I didn't get to see the picture myself, so I can't really say so, but sure.
なら邪魔するわけにはいかないな。俺たちだけで行くか。
やったー、あんちゃんとご飯。
Yay.
みんなでご飯するの久しぶりだね。
どこ行く？どこでもいいぞ。
Anchan asked me. Even if you ask me, I still wouldn't know my way around here. There were many restaurants here, but they were all unfamiliar to me.
そんなの決まってるじゃない。私らが集まったら行く店は一つ。
What at? Said Agaha, and Hataru nodded. I also remembered with a slight delay.
太陽圏。
Yeah, sure. What the fuck is Taiyukin? Bo's dad doesn't hold back, does he? Felt like my ramen was gonna come back up, but I somehow kept it down by holding my belly with my hand. Oh, I see, the ramen shop. Okay, that makes sense.
調子に乗って特盛り頼むからよ。私は大盛りにしといて大正解。
それでも十分多いよ、あーちゃん。
いつもより多かったぞ。葵のためにサービスしてくれたんだろ。
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, it's Aoi. Let's hook him up. Anchan, who had a similar extra large serving, was completely unfazed.
おっちゃん、青兄に会えて嬉しそうだった。
お代もサービスしてくれたしね。
Hell yeah, friends and family discount, let's go. But to think that Taiyukin would still be around. Taiyukin was a Chinese restaurant at the former Kazami shopping district. It was also Masatsugi's house, Sugu's house. They used to serve regular set menus too, but after moving here, they've changed direction. It became like one of the new wave ramen restaurants that were so popular in the city.
繁盛してるんだから。こないだ雑誌に載って若いお客が増えたっておっちゃん大喜び。
Sometimes just takes a little revamping and booyaka booyaka, popularity increases.
おっちゃんの写真も載ったんだよ。すごくかっこよかった。
Super cute.
頭にタオル巻いて腕組みしてドヤ顔で決めてたあれね。
Like a real chef. Matsatsugu was like his father. In other words, he gets carried away easily and tends to show off just like him. During town sports events, karaoke competitions and such, he was always the center of attention, regardless of the results. There wasn't anything nostalgic there, though. Apart from Bo's dad, the taste was completely different. Before it was plain soy sauce ramen, but now it had double pork, or become double. Where's the double? The double's at the end. But now it had become a pork belly and seafood double soup. Sorry, I was like, where'd the double come from? My brain saw it.
ここと同じ。みんな変わっていくもんさ。
Things gotta change.
そうそう。5年も経っちゃうとね。
Yeah, I guess. 5 years was a lot of time, but some things haven't changed. Matsatsugu's dad was the same as always. The same goes for Agaha, Ataru, and Anchan. The things that I wanted to stay the same the most were all still here.
ちょっと待ってろ。飲み物買ってくるから。
Anchan made us wait at the bench by the side of the passage and went to buy some juice. Hataru accompanied him. Agaha and I sat down on the bench.
ねえ葵。
Hello. What's up?
そろそろ部活決めた？
Nope. I replied vaguely. There is one that I thought would be fun.
どこどこ？
It's still just a candidate.
ケチケチせずに教えなさいよ。
I don't even know if it's a proper club or not.
何それ？
You're in the robotics club, right?
そううちの学校で一番人気
If I remember right, you're entering contests. Do they fight? When I thought of robots, I imagined them firing missiles and flying through the air.
まあそうなんだけど多分葵が考えてるのとは違うよ
If it's not like BattleBots, I don't want to be involved.
障害物競争したり物を運んだり積み上げたり
So it's more like, it is a competition, but it's not like fighting. Got it. What kind of fighting is that?
ロボットの技術を競う戦いだからね毎年テーマが決まっててそれに合わせて作るんだよ
That still sounds fun. I'm just talking shit, but BattleBots is where it's at, man.
興味出た
I don't know. Even if you say you're building robots, I don't really get it.
まあそうだよねここんとこ毎年初戦敗退でみんなそれが当然みたいな顔してるし
Oh, damn. Y'all need to step up your robotics game then if y'all getting eliminated.
葵が入ってこうビシッと引き締めて
If
く
you
れたら
join and make
ありがた
everybody
いんだけど
better, bitch, I don't know shit about robots. Why don't you do it yourself?
いや私そういうキャラじゃないから
If I had to say, Agaha liked to do things at her own pace.
昔はもっと熱心だったらしいんだけどね一度全国大会で準優
What
勝した
happened
こ
to
と
the
もある
pride,
んだよ
man? Wow, that's amazing.
その時のロボットを作ったのがほらこないだ見かけた人覚えてる超留年生の望月浜音さん
Oh shit, she was the master robot builder? Why'd you change your mind on robots? Yeah, I remember her.
うんそれはやっぱ美人さんだから
I mean, yes, but that's not why I remember her. Nah, that's not it. Well, it could be one of the reasons. Unconvinced, Agaha continued her story.
天音先輩がまだ1年の時にほとんど自分一人で作ったロボットでいきなり準優勝しちゃったの
Yeah, see? She a beast, dog. She build robots by herself.
決勝戦で負けたんだけどコントローラーのボタンを押し間違えるというボンミスが敗因だったらしいよ
Pushed the wrong button. Is that why she crashed her airplane too? Because she pushed the wrong button? There are no what ifs in a match, but the national championship slipped through her fingers. She was in her first year?
そう別格なのよあの
Yeah,
人は
she's a genius, we know.
どうしたのあんちゃん
Before we knew it, Anchan and Hataru were back and watching us from a distance.
サイダーとオレンジどっちにする？
Limonada! I'll have the orange juice then. I took the can of juice and pulled the tab open.
いただきま
Anchan was quietly watching us enjoy drinking our juice. What's the matter?
いやなんか昔に戻ったみたいだなって
Is that a bad thing?
お前たち二人が揃ってるとさ
Aga and I exchanged glances as we swallowed our juice. We both realized we were embarrassed and laughed.
す一人足りないけどこういう時にいないのが麻婆らしいわね
Yeah. He's always been like that.
みんなでやったいたずらがバレても一人だけ逃げたりね
あの後謝りながら泣いてたし
Well, he's probably gonna do that exact same thing after he misses this lunch.
ほんと手のかかるやつだったわよね
Aga sighed as she said that, and Hataru and I laughed.
そんな麻婆にも今や彼女ができたお前たちも頑張らないとな
Are you saying that I should get a girlfriend? Anchan's tease made the rest of us blush.
私はいいの葵は知らないけど
そうなの
Really? I've just come back here, haven't I?
女子寮の寮母さんやってそこのとびっきり可愛い子ともう仲良くなっちゃってる
Don't
くせ
be
に
jelly, Agaha. Who? Hey, don't say weird stuff.
あああの子か確かに可愛い子だったな
Wait, which girl? The wheelchair girl? Even you, Anchan? Taro gave me a rather scary look. It does look a little weird. Taru, it's not like that. I'm just working as a dorm mother.
青兄ならかっこいいからすぐ彼女できちゃうよ
I mean, that's probably true, but still, it's not the goal here. I said it's not like that. Jeez, my throat got dry. I drank down the rest of the juice in one gulp. Speaking of water, let's do that. I don't have juice, but I got some water. By the way, that was more than one gulp, in case you were wondering. Agatha grinned as she looked at me while Hataru seemed worried. Okay. All these girls
そ
getting
れじゃ
jelly.
俺はそろそろ行くよ
Bye bye.
もう帰っちゃうの？
悪いな。夕方から急ぎの仕事があるんだ。
Thanks for inviting me out today, Anchan.
いいって。俺も楽しかったから。おっと、そうだ。忘れるところだった。
Anchan came back and took some small parts from his pocket. Nice!
ほら、頼まれてたやつ。
Those were the parts that Amane Senpai had requested.
そんなものを何に使うんだ？
They're parts for a glider.
グライダー？
A glider? I was told it's a meter of sorts. A senpai at school asked me for them. Oh god. Don't say the word senpai. Agaha knows exactly which senpai I'm referring to. Holy shit. Suddenly Agaha spoke in a loud voice.
それ天音先輩のことでしょ？だってグライダーって言ったらあの人しかいないもん。
She knows. Yeah, that's right.
どういうこと？いつの間に知り合いになったの？
Cause I don't know. What do you shut up? Just recently. It would be a long story, so I tried to dodge the question. It would also contain some things I'd rather not talk about.
ねえ、あーちゃん、その人、そう、あの美人の。
All the girls are beautiful. God damn it. Just because she's more beautiful than the others doesn't mean anything. I mean, I didn't say that. Did I say that? I didn't say it out loud, did I? Oops. The Hemegi sisters gave me suspicious glares once again.
いいホタル。葵はね、この町を離れてる間にちょっとエッチになっちゃったのよ。そうなの？
Really?
そうなの。残念ながらね。
Hey, don't fill her head with such nonsense.
お前ら見てるとほんと和むよ。
Don't just stand there laughing. Back me up, Anchan.
何？悪いことじゃないさ。何かに打ち込んだり、誰かを好きになったり。
See, even Anchan's pushing me to do it. When do I get to start making some choices, damn it? Anchan put his arm around my shoulder.
早く新しいこと見つかるといいな、葵。
What? New what? He said into my ear so that only I could hear that. Then he let go of me.
じゃあな。公共の場であんまり騒ぐなよ。
Anchan waved his hand and went home. Is that what you say when you're hanging out with your friends and you leave them, doing what they're doing? See you later, guys. Don't make too much noise in a public place. I'm gonna say that next time I leave my homies when I'm hanging out with them.